Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Taurus for the month of October 2022. So, I'm just going to be very quick about this, and so I don't want to spend a lot of time on this information. But I do want to welcome everyone back to this monthly series. And I do want to also welcome everyone who might be new to our Angelic Wisdom community. I just want to ask you to, make sure that you subscribe, select the all notification bell, dislike, like, and leave comments. Also, if you're looking for a general angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com. You can select the first time promotional offer, which is my discounted hourly reading, because this is my special offer this year, as this is my 10th year on YouTube. Also, if you just like to support my channel, and no matter how small the amount is, it's just the appreciation. There's no need for, any grand gestures, although they're appreciated and welcomed. But it's just means so much to have you say thank you, and it's encouraging. And so my PayPal link is also in the description area below this video. Another reminder is that please see the general angel reading. So there's a link that will be there so that you can do that, because it's a tell it like it is, and it's important. They're becoming very important. It feels like something really huge we're being prepared for, and I really want you to get those messages there. And finally, the format. And so I'm going to assume that everybody's watched that, so I don't need to go through it in detail as I normally do. Card in the center represents the archangel that we will be working with this month and a message. The cards on the left and the right are from the Major Arcana and the Minor Arcana, from your guardian angels. And the Major Arcana will give you that general theme, and the Minor Arcana will show you the day-to-day awareness that you need to pay attention to. Okay, so Taurus, let's take a deep breath together. Just really relax your body and tune in to your heart space. And the feeling, what I'm seeing, is sort of this scene that I saw was almost like desert-like, with, just a few trees. And then there was a gateway. And I saw it again, this gateway. So this is really significant because the gateways indicate that for you might have what is called a rapid transition in some way. I see them technically as stepping into another dimension, another world, a possibility. And the things I'm telling you are possible, but that possibility is up to you based on how you receive that opportunity and how it presents itself to you. That I'm not really clear about, how these gateways might translate into the day-to-day awareness, but hopefully this card might give us a sense of that, since it's specifically chosen to show us how these bigger themes are playing out in our day-to-day awareness. So Taurus, I feel like you're in a place, because of that desert, a place of where you're seeing lack. But the thing is, you have some resources available to you, those trees. But it's interesting how we don't often pay attention or know or look with profound appreciation to really be aware of what all are our resources. How do what is their potential not just the roles that we associate with them, not that limited version of yourself and the things that we have, but it's that idea my grandmother used to say, who was a Taurus, take what you got and make what you want. So are you looking at what you got? And are you really have you really explored all the ways that it could be something to you, for you in your life? And if you're in that season where you are feeling like, I'm just surrounded by a lot of limitations, or you're feeling so limited about yourself and your abilities and your gifts, maybe you need to take a closer look at the abundance that's right underneath your nose. As my grandmother used to say, if it was a snake, it would have bitten you already. You know? And I don't know why I'm saying the word yoga. And I'm sure yoga is is a bigger subject than what we all think about as yoga, as just stretching. And even for those of us who just knows it's like, about harmony and alignment with your body. But I'm sure the topic of yoga, or the yogic path, is something far more profound than that. And so just like so many things, the research, the exploration, going beyond what's just what's visible to us, or what we see that has been normalized, or what has been presented to us, and it has been normalized in that way, so that we don't look deeper. We don't look deeper. That's why people talk about appropriation. And, when we learn about somebody else's traditions or culture, we have to look deeper. We can't just act like we know everything because we've seen it put out there in a way that's already, appropriation, right? It's not enriched, it's not deep, hasn't gone all the way, really exploring and presenting everything. So we have to do that. And I'm saying all this to say this about yourself. You need to dig deeper into who you are. You need to really look at what you have. And just because you don't see any use for it, doesn't mean it's not useful to you every day of your life. You could be sitting on it and not putting it to use, but it's very useful to you if you open your eyes. And I feel like that's a core message here, Taurus. This is how you're going to create that gateway. As soon as you do this, the gateway is going to show up. It's going to show up, and it's going to leap forward or launch you into a whole new type of paradigm where the word expansion will exist for you. And don't underestimate that word, because that means breathing, freedom. Just think about, you might be focused on expansion as money, and because you don't have all the money you think you need, then you feel limited and restricted, and you can't dream as big. So this situation, what we just been talking about, looking at your stuff and seeing what it really is. I'm talking about your stuff as in your resources, your gifts and talents. And if you just been looking at them as one way and can't see them as anything else, you are creating the limitations where you're sitting on abundance and you don't even know it. It's like you got a gold mine, but you're not aware of it. Tap, tap, tap. Crack that nut, open it up, and taste that meat. By the way, I'm allergic to nuts. So that's not coming from me. I wouldn't even discuss a nut. Okay. So, Archangel Jules. Archangel Jules is the archangel of the oceans. And just this beautiful ocean, sort of sea green color here. We see the blue and the greens, this mixture. I love these colors. They're very soothing and relaxing. He's holding some kind of pearl, as if he pulled it from a clam. And again, whoever thought, looking at clams, that the thing would create those pearls, right? Something from nothing. I just read a scientific report that they've discovered that is true. There's that expression, you can't get something from nothing, but they've discovered as long as there's because of quantum energy, you do get something from nothing. So your quantum energy, I'm just talking off the top of my head as I feel like they're throwing stuff in my head, is our imagination, our perception of reality. This might be the very core tool of our alchemical abilities. So you're looking at the world right now as barren, and somebody else is looking at the world and looking at you as fruitful in that world. But you don't see your use, but they do. And when they tell it to you, you doubt it. You recoil. You might even feel depressed, because you might even tell them, I know, but. I know I sound like I'm being mean, but I'm laughing at myself, so I can do this. I can talk like this, because I know what they are telling me to tell you, because I live it. They're probably telling it to you just so I can hear it. But you get my point. Compassion. This is the theme of the month. Compassion is tell it like it is to yourself. So, and I'm getting a sense that might be the way the opportunity comes. When that person or whoever it is tells you something, see it and believe it. Cash in on it. Start exploring the Empress here. Start nurturing that idea. Start giving it life. Okay? Give it what it needs. But don't look for it outside of yourself. That's what looking for love in all the wrong places is. Start with the resources that you have. If you can't make that thing happen out of where you are starting, from what you have right now, then don't move until you see the golden ticket hiding in your barrel. Because you need to know that you are this kind of worthy, Taurus. You need to know that you've been the riches you've been looking for all along. You need to know that. And the energy of Apollo is coming through. And it's this idea of really tapping into your talents, bringing out your talents where you shine. See, first of all, everybody has a talent, and you know what yours is. I don't care if you don't believe in it. That's your fault. That's your fault. Again, I've lived it. I'm telling you, that's your fault. But it doesn't mean just because you don't want to believe it that it doesn't exist and it's not there and it can be put to use. So, do so. Do so. Strum that harp. Right? Shine that light. Work with Apollo to help you to kind of open, to shine your light, to have confidence in yourself, to be open to the spotlight being on you and being adorned and loved. But let it all happen within you first. Let this romance, with this passionate romance with yourself, let it happen, stir inside of you first, so that when you step out onto a stage, on any stage of the world where any opportunity is available to you, you're not there for the people. You're there for yourself. Yes, I'm telling you, it has to be that way. I discovered that with this a long time ago. I have to be here because I love it. I don't care what you think. You don't like it. You don't want to hear it anymore. Go away. But I stay because of what I get out of it. It's got to be that way first, because then how can you give that to anybody else? Because that's the only way to help people to really be able to help themselves. So, how is this showing up for you every day? It's 2 3s here. It's about growth. And this is about growing sometimes through the hardships, growing through the challenges. So I'm going to say to you, you may fight yourself on this compliment or this understanding of your potential. It might hurt you. It might make you feel insecure, inadequate. You might feel all kinds of stupid. Keep telling yourself all those excuses. But this source of pain is your source, your sign, like it was in the general reading, of what you need to cut out. If it's an excuse or a thought process or some pattern, you need to get rid of that pattern. You need to be compassionate. Take your time. Find the thing that you can be consistent with, that you can honor consistently until you see the improvement. But stop fighting yourself. That's what I feel is the biggest thing, because we hurt ourselves the most. This card is often seen as people hurting us, the 3 of Swords. But this is really about the stuff you say to yourself, the things you don't do for yourself. That hurts the most. When we think about, oh, people promised me this and they didn't do it, and oh, I'm hurt, my mom messed me up, whatever. You're an adult now. We're perpetuating those things. We're allowing those things to live inside of us and tell us what to do and what we can't do every day. This is the crime here. But in this card, you have more angels coming to support you, more God showing up for you to help you to get with the truth. So this is a thing that won't go away if you keep making excuses. So it's excuses that have caused the pain. It's the living of the lie and making it work. Give it up. Nurture your positives. Start with the things that you feel confident about, the things that give you energy, the things that take you out of yourself, until that being out of that self of pain becomes normal for you. All right, so I send you lots of lessons. Oh no, I send you lots of blessings, and work with Archangel Jules to sort of heal your emotional bodies and your emotions. So your emotional body is the next etheric body around your physical body. To work with that, to bring and to submerge you into the Christ frequency. This is a 10th dimensional frequency. You can connect with this frequency through whales. In particular, they carry this. You can watch them on a screen or just energetically tune into them, or the dolphins. This will help you, or go to an ocean or body of water, or bless your water with a prayer of intention, and ask Archangel Jules to bless it for you, and to help you to imbibe this within your physical essence, the spirit of your cells, let's put it that way, and your consciousness. All right, so have a beautiful month, and God bless you.